Hi, my name is Swellen Da Costa, student from Srimati Parvatibai Chogle College, and I am here to create an awareness on gender inequality and domestic violence. What is gender inequality? Gender inequality is the social phenomenon in which men and women are not treated equally. The treatment may arise from distinctions regarding biology, psychology, or cultural norms prevalent in the society. What is domestic violence? Domestic violence is violence committed by someone in the victim's domestic circle. This includes partners and ex partners, immediate family members, other relatives, and family members. The term domestic violence is used when there is a close relationship between the offender and the victim. This video is a closer look at gender inequality that fills the violence at the 2 out of 3 women or background in the specific. So what does causes domestic violence? Let's see what gender inequality takes hold. Millie and Jacob are of same age and grew up in same village. Growing up, they learned different roles for men and women. Millie helped her mom with cleaning and cooking and childcare, while Jacob helped with outdoor work. He has more free time. Their rigid views of masculine as strong and protective and feminine as caring and serving were formed. Jacob learns anything associated with feminine is weakness. He is teased if shown his emotions and told he kicks like a girl if he plays volley. Jacob learns that women are valued less and boys are better than girls. Millie learns that she can't do anything that the boys are allowed to do. As Millie turns into a teen, boys start commenting on her body. She is told to cover herself, don't walk alone, or after dark. She is made responsible for preventing men's behavior. Meanwhile, Jacob sees his friends harassing women. It makes him seem powerful, so he does it too, so his friends respect him. The two start a relationship and both begin looking for work after high school. Millie struggles to find work. She accepts a low-paid office job. Jacob finds a higher paying job more easily and becomes the breadwinner. Millie is dependent on Jacob for financial support. Millie does all the household chores and care for their parents and the growing family. Jacob gets angry if the dishes aren't done or his clothes aren't clean. He expects dinner to be ready when he gets home. He makes major decisions for both of them. After all, he earns the most. When he starts to hit Millie, he blames her for it. He says she provokes him, that she needs to try harder. It's her role as a partner to serve him. They are not equal. Millie turns to her pastor for help. He asks her to consider her own role. He reminds her that we cannot change others, but we can work to improve ourselves and be patient. In this way, church teachings can be interpreted to justify gender inequality and maintain the status quo, leaving Millie without help and Jacob in control. The police visit the house. They discourage Millie from pressing charges, downplay her experiences, and encourage reconciliation. Gender inequality can be reinforced even by people who are there to help, leaving Jacob unchallenged. Millie's safety is considered less important than maintaining harmony. Gender inequality is a result of a belief that men and women have different rights and entitlements. It means that men's opinion and desires are more important than women. It is created and maintained through social norms socialization of children, and institutional barrier, as we have seen with Millie and Jacob. This inequality is the cause of domestic violence. Inequality between men and women and parents and children gives some people power over others, which can lead to abuse. It is embedded into belief that women's purpose is to serve and to obey, and man's role is to lead. When domestic violence is recognized as a result of gender inequality, it becomes clear that the lot of excuses for the violence are just that, excuses. Domestic violence is not caused by alcohol, cold tempers, disobedient women, uncompleted households tasks, or any other excuse. It is caused because of the belief that men are entitled to have their desires met and to be obeyed. And this is power. This is gender inequality. Gender inequality is deeply rooted in our society and the source of domestic violence. But domestic violence also reinforces gender inequality. It is a vicious cycle. Family, schools, and institutions can address gender norms and attitudes in children before they become ingrained. Media affects how people view each other, working towards representation of equal relationships between genders can help change people's mind. Gender inequality programs such as improving support and response services must include men and women. To summarize, gender inequality causes domestic violence. Domestic violence is filled by inequality, power, and control. Domestic violence is often blamed on excuses. Gender inequality and domestic violence is a circle. Domestic violence is a violation of human rights. We can stop the cycle of violence by working together to transform our social norms. In an equal society, everyone thrives. The social norms that limit women's opportunities need to be understood and then changed. We can influence social norms and bridge the gaps in access to resources and services between men and women. Changes are needed in many levels. Both men and women must be involved for it to happen. Organizations need to invest in programs that promote gender equality alongside in improving productivity and incomes. Communities need to support women as leaders. When organizations and communities support the success of women, we have a chance to boost prosperity for girls and boys, women and men around the world. So let's all hold hands together and break the chain of gender inequality and domestic violence and support women for who they are and build a better place for women.